sale, but it turned out to be something else that as on sale. Okay, so you were wrong. But anyways, I was also with my kids, so we were all eating sushi, and then she gave me the bill, and I saw it was over $100, which I didn't have. And since me and my kids hadn't eaten 30 or so of the sushi rolls, I told the waitress I'd give back the sushi for a refund of all the sushi we didn't eat. She refused. It should be every restaurant's policy that the customer is always right. Always. Even if they're literally not. So then I had to leave my kids at the restaurant, and I had to drive to the nearest ATM to get enough money for the bill? This is not okay. I will not be returning anytime soon. What? I need to be able to pay for the food that I eat? Well, that's unacceptable. What? I need to be able to pay for the food I made them make? That's unacceptable. So I rent an apartment with a roommate, and she makes twice the money that I do. So I thought it would be fair if she paid more rent than me, since she'll have more money left over. What's yours opinion? Is this a serious question? Right, so this happened to me a few months ago. I only just remembered. So I was selling a Roomba robot vacuum cleaner online for $50. I never used it anymore, and a small bit was broken, but easily fixed. I spoke to a bloke about it, and he agreed to come by and take a look at it, agreeing on a price of $50. He arrives an hour or so later than he said he would. I start showing him the Roomba, and he makes some complaints about the general wear and tear on it, etc. I explained that I bought it for over $500 less than a year prior. It works well, and $50 is a steal. He then pulls $30 out of his pocket and offers that first. I decline and tell him I'm firm on $50. He gets upset and says that's all he's brought with him, and he had a 30-minute drive to get there. I tell him that there's an ATM nearby and he can go pull the rest out of the cash if he's interested, or do a bank transfer. He then says he might have change in his car. So after 10 minutes of rummaging, he comes back in with an extra $3 or $4 in change. I still wouldn't budge, and so he drives off in a huff. I managed to sell it easily for the asking price the next day. Who doesn't bring the full amount of cash thinking that I'll just take that? Jeez. Maybe less. But they're not that cheap. I've had a delivery company take a sofa from one place to another for like £20. Well, by right, you should deliver it. Ah yes, I should pay you to take my free sofa. So that's how this works. Don't be so entitled, it's a free sofa. Free. Okay, $450 nanny. Available now. A house, laundry on site, no smoking, private bath, private room. Okay, I'm looking for a responsible, drug-free nanny to cook, clean, and babysit. 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. Ages are 6, 9, 11, and 13. And I take the boys to practice and ball games when I have to work. You would be off the days I'm off. You must have a clean background and be trustworthy. Compensation is a free room, but would have to help pay $450 a month for utilities, TV, internet. This position will start soon. Please respond with a pic and years of experience, okay? So basically, I want you to dedicate like half your days to just helping out my family and also pay me for it, okay? Like, you've got a cheap rose gold MacBook, brand new, $500. This is a brand new rose gold MacBook that my dad bought me. He pissed me off because he got me a rose gold and I wanted the space gray version. So to get back at him, I'm selling this one for nothing and making him buy me the one I wanted. First come, first serve. This is the deal of a lifetime. I would not pass this up. Text a call for detail. I hate you. I want to punch you, okay? I don't encourage violence unless it's this person, okay? I encourage that. Any film students looking for a cool opportunity, you'll need your own equipment. Drop me a message if interested. I'll tell you more about the opportunity. Hint, awesome amount of exposure. Hint, you're not getting paid. Hey Jonah, you're the best, and it'll mean a lot if you leave a heart. And then he did. And then, can you please also leave a comment, Jonah? Bro, he already gave you the freaking heart. Don't push your luck. Right, so years back when ultra-wide monitors were a new thing in the market, I jumped on buying one. I used it for some time, and a newer model came out, and seeing how much I liked and used the monitor, I saw some benefit in upgrading. As most people who want to sell their used things, I opted to post on Craigslist, and living near a large city, things sold fairly well and quickly. So I posted my monitor and waited, and after a few days I found a guy who wanted to meet. We agreed on a final price of $250 and scheduled a meeting. The day of the meeting, the guy shows up and inspects the monitor and seems happy with its condition. He then tells me that he will take the monitor, but he only brought $150 with him. A bit confused, I told him we agreed on $250 and the price was firm, as this was in good condition and discounted nicely compared to a new one. He then proceeded to tell me that I should take the $150 because I can sell it now, and and if I don't, it'll be a waste of my time, so at least I can make $150. He even hinted that since he came all this way, I should be a bit more generous. Surprised at this guy's logic, I closed my trunk and started walking to my car's door, and suddenly another $100 appeared out of thin air. But this guy's attitude and smugness about his clever plan really got under my skin. I thought to myself, if I sell this at $150, the only winner is him. I'm losing out if I don't sell it. He came all this way for nothing, and he thought he could set the price willy-nilly without my agreement and expected me to take it, so I decided to play him at his game. I told him the price was $350 now. Not surprisingly, he got pissed. We had an agreement of $250. I told him the price was $350 firm and told him to frick off. I hopped in my car and drove off. I later sold it for the asking price with no drama. Hey, remember me? It's me. You sold me that painting a while ago. You remember? Oh yeah, well, what's up? I want a refund for it. What? I want a refund. The stupid thing got ruined. Well, I mean, I'm sorry about that, but I sold it to you last year. I'm not gonna refund you. Frick you. Frick you. They told me rent was $900, but when I offered $800, they persisted on telling me that it was $900. 1 star. Hey guys, welcome back to MK, the finest Reddit readings south of the equator, and in today's video we're going to be looking at top posts from r/ChoosingBeggars, and let's go. Hey, can I get a shout out? I do not give shout outs, unfortunately. Oh, that's okay, bro. Okay, I'm glad I have your permission. And I think I'm subbed. Please shout me out, okay? I'm doing real bad. Like, right now, okay? For my channel, I do not give shout outs, unfortunately. Please. I do not give shout outs, unfortunately. Are you a bot? No, I just gave you the same answer twice and you're still begging. Begging for a shout out is rude. If your channel is not doing well, you need to fix something with your content. It's your channel. Nobody's just gonna serve you subs and views like that, G. But YouTubeviews.com seems to, they beg to differ, man. Please, you're helping me, what's wrong? I just need help to get on my feet. You're rude for not helping. I mean, I'm not begging. It's really asking, okay? I just need to get up. And if you do, I'll shut the frick up. You're rude for acting entitled to get things just by asking for it. Especially when you've done nothing to earn it. Go on r/YouTubers on Reddit and learn how this works. Nah, Birch, I'll just get on your channel and your subs. I said shout out now. It's your channel. I know somebody that hack, so... So what's it gonna be, kid? You've been outplayed. It is good condition, yes. Can I ask you a question? What if I get one controller and the Xbox? How much it will be, but that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna buy the rest of the stuff. What? It comes with one controller for a total of $150. I have 2 extra for $15 each if you want. And you giving me the headphones, right? Yes. Okay. How old are you? 16. Oh, okay. 13. Cool. Wait, so you only giving me 2 days? Yes, because I have other buyers that I'm on hold with for you. I'm about to see a movie, so I won't be able to talk for about 3 hours. Wow, that's a long video. Have you seen Lord of the Rings or something? Just tell him it's sold, okay? Yeah, my bad. Hello, can you give me a week? If it's still here, you can, but if I get an offer after 2 days, I'll sell it. Okay, I made a new offer up. I was the guy that texted you. I could tell. Can we meet up now? I'm at school. Okay. Do you have the money ready? Did you sell it? No. You are going to save it for me? If you have the money ready by tomorrow, then sure. Okay. Are you ready to buy today? I do not have the money. I have problems right now. No. Yo. About 4 days later. Why? About 2 days after that. I got the money! About 4 days after that, frick you, cause I got Xbox One X. You mad, Birch? And then he sends a photo of it. It's very cool. I'm gonna tell your mum you said the F word. I don't give a frick. Okay. You a beach. Then about 10 days later, yo. Anyway, here we have a slightly long one, so, seatbelts, whatever, okay, let's go. My husband was asked to be the best man at his longtime best friend's wedding. We didn't get along super great with his fiancée, but they were a package deal, and of course we wanted to show support. My husband and I live in a major city, and his friend lives in a small town a few hours away. So when it came time for wedding clothes shopping, they came into the city and stayed with us. The friend, his fiancée, her BFF, and her mum. The fiancée invited me to go with them to pick out the wedding dress / bridesmaid dresses, as I was the only one not in the bridal party. I thought just to be inclusive, I went along after everything was picked out. The fiancée put her nose about an inch away from my nose and said, "Will you be one of my bridesmaids?" I was really caught off guard and I felt like I had no choice but to say yes. dress. The girl is the kind of person who gets her feelings hurt anytime she hears no. Like, even if she invites you to something with no notice and you already had plans, if you say no, it's gonna be weeks of drama and pouting. So I stammered something about how flattered I was, and suddenly I was stuffed into a mermaid green monstrosity of a bridesmaid dress. When it came time to pay for the dresses, I was told that we were expected to buy our own dress. The dress she had picked for us to wear was about $125. This was an unexpected expense, but I kind of sighed and pulled out my card. And then when they were buying the wedding dress and her mother-in-law's dress, their card didn't work. They tried 3 times, declined. So I had to pay, and they said they'd hit me back later, another $4.50. The best man clothes were also a fiasco. The groom decided on formal tuxedos with nails and top hats. The rental on that ended up being $200 plus $50 for a top hat, which I guess he had to buy and couldn't rent. But that's cool. Totally lots more occasions I would call for a top hat, right? So that was that until the week of the wedding. We bypassed a lot of the wedding showers and engagement parties as we were not living in the same area and couldn't drive down every other week. We did come down the week before for me to attend the bachelorette party and my husband to host the bachelor party, and we stayed till the wedding. I spent about $200 on bachelorette party gifts, as another bridesmaid asked me to pick up something for her too. She wanted me to buy these glass sex toys that were decidedly not cheap. Obviously she didn't pay me back and I was getting used to that. The groom is a gamer nerd, nice, so they had a LAN party for the bachelor party. The only expense we needed up fronting for was the alcohol, which ended up being about $300. It became increasingly obvious through the week that no planning had gone into the wedding itself. The city park had been reserved but no chairs or decorations had been arranged, and the food and cake were all going to be DIY. It took an army of everyone involved, aside from the bride and groom of course, to make all the finger sandwiches, baby quiches, mini cheesecakes and other nibbles required. It was the height of summer in the south, and hauling 100 folding chairs and stringing twinkle lights and flowers in above 100-degree weather was indescribably frustrating. Nobody in their right mind would plan an outdoor wedding in July in our area and also select ultra formal clothing. No, the bride was 2 hours late to her own wedding. She had a friend come and do all of her hair, and she expected to be paid $50 each at the end. Money is just hemorrhaging out of me at this point, and I'm in such a state of exhaustion and shock that I no longer care. The wedding happens, everyone seems happy. My husband and I were preparing to drag ourselves home to recuperate physically and financially. But then the bride stops me. She grabs my arm. Oh, I think this is where she thanks us for helping to make her big nightmarish day a success. No such luck. She's crying and shaking with anger, and she says, I guess you didn't get me a wedding present. Just so you know, when someone invites you to a wedding, you're supposed to get them a present. I froze and I could not close my mouth. I'm sorry, what? She got dragged off to take such and such picture, and I was still standing there, failing to compute what had just happened to me. We just left. Couldn't really say bye or anything. I was just so done. The car ride home was so much repeating what had happened to each other and just being at a loss. We needed a lot of time to process how much of a ride we'd been taken on with no thank you, no apologies. Actually, they were completely ungrateful and thought we had scammed them out of a wedding present. I feel like I need to add that we are not rich. We are young working people who basically emptied their bank accounts to help someone else's wedding not be a complete dumpster fire due to lack of planning.